Hey everyone, and welcome to this webinar, Making the Right Ordering Decisions, What to Order and When. Good to see how many signups are. My name is Elva Sevingolsdóttir, and I'm a supply chain consultant here at HR Dynamics. And I'm going to introduce new features that visually highlight deviations from the norm in order lines to help focus your attention. But before we start, I really want you to know how committed we are to continuously develop and bring you new features. Because every year we invest over 1/3 of our revenue right back into R&D. These investments are focused on three main areas. So visualization, automation, and machine learning. And now we're reaping the fruits of our labor and celebrating the upcoming release of our newest version, ATR 6.3. It's launching on May 31st. And to cover all the new and exciting features, we are hosting a webinar series. So each one is around 15 minutes, and we focus on one topic at a time. Today, we're covering new features around ordering, and these are flexible order creation, order exceptions, and order result breakdown. I'll show you the new features first in PowerPoint, and then, of course, we'll open the system and go through them. If you have any questions while going through the webinar, please click on the Q&A bar on the right-hand side, and Agnes, our head of product development, will answer them. Okay, so first up, this is the added flexibility to the manual order creation process. So it's a new tick box, and we'll go through it in the system. But if you're already making use of the automatic order schedules, then this feature could be useful for Christmas coming up, and you get that email from the supplier saying they're closed over the holidays and you need to place your order before a given date to cover enough stock until they get back, for example. Next up, we have order exceptions. So the goal here is to highlight deviations from the norm. We want to provide you with visual alerts by flagging order lines that require your attention. We hope this makes the order review process more efficient and robust. The system comes with 6 standard exceptions and 3 levels of severity. They work like traffic lights. So blue, give it a glance. Yellow, something to look at. And red, you should really look at this. Now, you have full flexibility to define your own set of predefined rules to get customized order exception that fit your needs. So sleep on that one and let us know when you upgrade. Last but not least, we have the order result breakdown. So you know how a picture says 1,000 words? Well, we visualize the order calculations to provide transparency to the ATR order proposals. So as we all know, the system generates the order quantity based on the statistically forecasted demand. Then we add safety stock, and if you want to have any minimum stock, from that demand, we withdraw any stock you have on hand, any purchase orders coming in, the undelivered, and this equals the calculated quantity. In this case, it's 12. Then on the lower end, we have the rounding, and we start off with the calculated quantity on the left-hand side, and then we need to respect the constraints. So if you have minimum order quantities, and here we do have 10 pieces in a box, so the 12 means that, you break the 10 and you need 2 boxes to fulfill the demand. So ATR will propose 20 in this case. But okay, let's open the system. So we're located here in the items tab. I have filtered on my warehouse and I have selected the supplier tailor-made. And I'm going to create a manual order to cover the demand until they get back from holiday. It's a random holiday. It's now in April and May. So this is the new feature here. I simply tick it and then I say, my dear supplier will not get back until the 31st of May. So I select that one. And this means that the system will suggest order quantities for the selected items to hold enough stock until the end of this date, or longer if the minimum order quantity or order multiples need to be respected. I'll go ahead and create that one. I get a notification bar at the bottom telling me it has started. I can follow the order creation here in the execution bar. I can simply click on it and I will be rerouted here to orders. So we are located here in the order proposal review, and I can see my purchase order IDs, where I'm ordering to, where I'm ordering from, how much, when it's coming in-house, when I'm ordering, and the order period. Here, the new feature order exceptions appears. If I hover over, I'll show what it is. So here we have actually no demand on that one. Here we have a duplicate order, which I made on purpose to generate this order exception. No demand. This one here tells me that actually my store in Reno has demand for items that the warehouse cannot supply. So good to know that one. Here we have a blue one, give it a glance. It says quantity is 100 times the calculated quantity. Let's take a look. I open up the purchase order lines and I can see here that we have a more detailed description in the PO line. So here, this tells me that the order quantity, 50 units, is 135 times higher than the calculated quantity, which is 0.37, so it's a fraction. So usually this is caused by low demand and high minimum order quantities or multiples. So I'll go ahead and check out my visual breakdown. I click the info bar here and go through the demand. So very clear, the demand is 0, safety stock 0, and the calculated quantity is 0. If I hover over, I can see it's a fraction, which adds up to almost half a unit. It will always round up to 1, but this is not a constraint right here. But we do need to satisfy that there are 50 in a box. So we get a multiple or way more than we need, but at least it's very clear why ATR would propose 50 when the demand is so low. So let's say I know the supplier. He's a friend of mine. He can open the box for me. I'll change it to 10. And the order exception changes, and now it flags that I have broken the order multiple. This is for your attention, of course. Let's take a look at one more. Open up this purchase order. It says that there is actually no demand. So this item does not have any forecasted demand, but ATR may be ordering to maintain safety stock. Okay, so it calculates 12 and proposes 12. Open up the info sidebar here. And again, we go through the beautiful image where we see there is truly no demand. There's actually not even a graph there. There is safety stock, and this means that we are looking at, CP items, just low importance. It's probably irregular, infrequent with spectral demand. And when we say we want to have a certain service level, the safety stock will cover, the unpredictable random demand. So safety stock is what that is. To maintain the service level, the system tells me you actually need to maintain a safety stock of 42. Fair enough. I do have 30 on hand. So what I actually need is 12. Below, there are no constraints to respect, so we go for 12. So we're keeping it short and sweet and focused. So that's actually it for the show and tell. But, why are we doing this? We're trying to help you focus your time. We want to flag abnormalities to get you focused, because you can trust the system for the majority of items, and here we simply want to highlight abnormalities to make sure that nothing slips through. So let's see, did we have any questions? Well, make sure you stay tuned, because we do have a lot of new features. We don't even cover them all in the 4 webinars. So we'll send you also a detailed list of all the small improvements that we made. Next up, we do have some more influence on the order proposals in a master your data feature that will definitely help fine-tune the flow of goods. After that, we do have inventory insights, which will give you a single version of the truth on May 11th. And last but not least, we are empowering the user by giving you full access to setting up your APC analysis, to make iterations, to get the safety stock in line, and more exciting features. So we look forward to sharing that one. And please don't hesitate to reach out. On our website, we have a service desk where you can share your ideas, because we do love customer feedback and we use your great ideas to drive our future developments. All right, we want to respect your busy schedule, so we're going to wrap it up for today. We look forward to seeing you again on May 5th. Bye for now.